So I'm going to start with a little bit of Korean.
Yeah.
안녕하세요 구독자님 여러분. 오늘은 제가 명동에 나와 있는데요. 제가 미국에 좀 살았던 적이 있었어요, 어릴 때. 그때 제 여기 옆에 있는 이 데니라고 하는 친구가 그때 제일 친했던 친구고 26년 만에 이런 만남을 갖게 돼서 한국에 온다길래 뭐 지금 명동도 좀 투어를 하고, 그리고 오늘이 석가탄신일이기 때문에 뭐 조계사도 한번 데려가 보고 그랬었는데, 제가 하고 있는 일에 대해서 좀 궁금한 부분이 있어가지고 제가 궁금한 게 있어서 좀 설명을 하게 되는 걸 좀 녹화를 해보게 되었습니다. 그래서 지금부터는 그냥 자유롭게 얘기하는 거를 촬영을 좀 해보도록 하겠습니다. So we can talk in English now. So I study this stuff called Mingli, which means the logic of command or logic of life, and it's based on Taoism and the studies that Confucius made, and Buddhism is also in it. So it's like how you should behave in a certain period. It's like this 2025, many people call it the year of blue snake. However, what I study doesn't focus on the animals. It means like, so for instance, people are a part of the mother nature. Yeah, so it's some kind of a material that had birth through a certain existing stuff. And maybe in the Christian, they call it, in the Bible, they call it God. However, in this Mingli, I study this as the heaven or the sky that makes all go on, proceed, and that makes the whole world change. Yeah, it's a story about the change in the earth. So each of you have birth in certain period and in certain season. So for instance, what month were you born? November and October and September. So like all of you were born in like fall and winter period. That makes you guys have a background about the industry field, about some logistics and some marketing stuff, some kind of items, materials. That's your background. However, since it's getting closer to the death, you guys all are interested in death or life and so on, spirits and stuff. However, September is more like making the materials. It's more focused on those parts. So the most realistic person in three of you is however,
that checks out.
it goes like October and November, it goes on to death and the period of end of a year. So that means it's related with people's dead spirits, or where there's death, there is also a living. So what you do on October is you harvest and make the seeds, gather the good status seeds, and then you save it, and then you use it in next year to get another gatherings. So like in October and November, those are the focus things to gather more upgraded stuff, some sophisticated stuff, cutting edge stuff. Those are the things that are your backgrounds. However, that's your background. What you are talented is decided with the upper parts. It's like inside your talent, your gift, and that is read by some kind of columns. Like in the year, if you say it's in the year of the blue snake, it's like the upper part is related with wood, under part is related with the animal snake. However, the snake is based on the month of May. So that snake actually symbolizes the plants are like blooming flowers.
It's like springtime.
Yeah, springtime. They communicate, they talk to each other, they operate something. So people born in May, they have a talent and background in communicating, operating, and managing people. And still they have life going on. However, in the middle of June, that life ends and death starts on from the middle of June. And then it goes to the middle of December. So like that's a life cycle in 1 year. So your season decides which background you are born and what talents you have. Yeah, that's the basics of what I study.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then using those talents, each year has like today, this year is 2025, which is symbolizing the blue snake. Next year is the red horse. After that is the red sheep, and on and on. However, the underlying side is the seasonal stuff, and the upper side is related with what kind of powers or energies are related with that kind of backgrounds. So in this year, since it's blooming flowers and communicating stuff, people have a lot of chance to meet and talk and exchange information. Yeah. However, not only me, but my opponent also grows up. So there becomes a competition. Yeah. So this competition should be keep on going. However, if you want to be dominant in this competition, you have to cut the way off that goes not through your goal, like your interest or the things that bother you.
You have to shut off the things that are not as important.
Yeah. So that part can happen by the metal energy. Yeah. So since the wood is blooming, you have to cut it off. The cutting can happen through the metal energy. So if you have an energy of metal, it's a good time to have a dominant status in 2025.
Interesting.
Yeah, since he and I are born in 1990, we have the metal energy with us.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like
it comes more natural, perhaps?
Not natural, just like what you are given. It's like about what your given talent is, what your background is, how you should behave. So the point is, other kinds of fortune telling. It says like for instance, your tarot card readings. Like you're some person like this, and that's the end. Like there's nothing how you should behave, what should prepare, how you should do some kind of choices. There's nothing like this scholar that I study shows what should be the best choice in that period.
I see.
So that it can be a guide to
Setting
your life.
purpose.
Yeah. So I do consulting with this. People come to me like, I want to do this, and can this happen this year? I'm like, that's hard for this year. However, if 2 years pass from this year, it can be.
Really happens.
Wow.
Yeah, it really happens.
That's awesome. Huh.
I do something like
I'm
that.
calling you whenever we make it.
Like, is this the year for it? How interesting.
That's what I do.
Where have you
Should've
been
told us
for the
not to buy a
last
house.
Yeah.
Those kind of things are what I do. So like,
Very cool. What are some examples? Like, would it be like, oh, I want to like meet love, or I want to like, get a job promotion?
yeah,
Like,
people
what are
come
some-
and ask those things too. Like, where can I find my love? And mostly, people who ask those things, like, so let's make a situation. If there's moisture, do things stick together, or do they split up?
They stick together.
They stick together. So that's the point. Then we can read which part of the period is moisturized. That makes a chance to make love, make someone you can meet, someone you can love. Yeah. However, if that person has we call it saju풀 columns. If someone has the energy that is very dry, then that person will refuse to meet someone. So then they don't have a chance. Still, but they come and, where can I meet my love? Like, do you want to meet love? I re-ask them. Yeah. And they say like, they just like laugh. Oh, how did you know? you like being as a solo. You're just like, it's just a periodic thing. So like, maybe next year in the later half of the next year, that becomes dry. So like, just hold on. Enjoy the time.
Yeah.
Those kind of interpretations. Yeah.
I have a question. How much is it like?
Yeah, he's born in September.
As
like all of you are dry, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
But because September, October, and November, those part of seasons, it's like getting closer to the winter. Winters are not moisturized.
We're two dry people.
So he needs somebody very wet.
Yeah. Then wet people are February, March, and April.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you find someone, they actually talk to you more. They actually are more curious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
that sounds great. right?
Yeah, so
So instead of asking a girl, "Are you single?" I should ask, "Were you born in March?" Were you born in April? And if so, because it doesn't
Maybe
matter.
both,
Like,
maybe
yeah, maybe both.
yeah,
All right.
that can be a solution. Like,
How much is it predestined in that, like, your birth month and your birth year versus the year of what's happening now?
well, actually, you can read what can happen, but we don't know the situation, exact situation. So we can just read this period is moisturized, this period is very dry, and this kind of events can happen. However, we don't exactly know what status that person is in. So we need a clue. What are you going to, what are you expecting to do? What are you expecting to choose? Yeah, and through that kind of plan, we can be a guide in choosing.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Pretty rad.
Yeah.
cool.
Huh. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I do this, so I studied tarot cards, like, and astrology and stuff. And astrology is, I felt a little, this doesn't have enough reasons. It's not that much reasonable. Like, if you see Mars, it's just like, it's aggressive. Or you're very eager to do something. Why? Nobody can explain to me why that is. Because it resembles the Ares, the god of the Greek myth. And I say that's based on the myth. I want some kind of phenomenon, some kind of reason to exactly explain it. Like when I explain to you what kind of condition is good to stick together, it's moisturized condition is more better. That makes sense. That's very reasonable. However, if I say some period that is related to this god is more reasonable, then like, does this make sense?
Hard to latch on to.
Natural logic.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
I have to like pray to that god.
Yeah.
Please make my love. Please make me to meet my love.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's-
Yeah, that's an interesting concept that, to your point, compared to like tarot cards, of like this is your destiny, this is just more of a
Yeah.
ongoing process and just seasonal and periodic compared to just like, okay, this is, your destiny.
Yeah.
It's like, is this a good time of the year and in my life to just have certain milestones
Yeah.
and to like know where to focus your energy on. So yeah, that's interesting. I like
Should
that.
we do readings? Like, how does
Yeah.
that work?
Readings?
I don't know.
내 핸드폰을 쓰고 있으니까 내 핸드폰 있어.
Yeah.
Like I can show you an example. I
Yeah.
can show you an example.
Will John find love?
Yeah, probably not. Not if I'm trying.
Hey, YouTube.
Dry bones.
I mean, we're already 1 for 1 when he said that I'm more like realistic or something than you guys. You guys
Yeah.
are a lot more imaginative and.
You were born in September
What's that?
29th?
Uh-oh.
September
Yeah, September
29th?
29th.
Do you know the time?
Birth time?
I think that it was in the early morning. I want to say like 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Okay. You will die a painful death. Good looking out on the Chakra. Is it gone?
I got you.
I'm gonna be worldwide
Like
for.
what I use is like looks like this. So you were born in the month when metal that is related with metal in the nature. It's like if there's a fruit, it gets what do you call it? It gets
Ripe?
Ripe. Yeah, it gets ripe, and then you can choose which one is good, which one is not for sale. Yeah. So like you do things like that. Which one is good for sale? Which one will bring more worth? Which one will bring more money? And
I like that.
you are always like focusing on the market, the change of it, and you also have some kind of basic scientific background to choose or decide if that is good or not. And those kind of things are your talent. However, your surroundings is like in those kind of the choosing the ripened and the worthwhile thing. However, the sub environment that are surrounding you is like more related with education and technology. Yeah, that's your background.
He's in tech.
Yeah, and from today, from this year, you have to start a new thing to start to learn a new, especially learning a new technology or learning a new way to use some kind of material. That's what you should do from this year.
What would be an example of a material?
Yeah.
Like, what would be an example?
Like some, well,
Like a musical instrument? Like, I don't even know where to begin.
that can bring money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what you should focus on.
Okay.
Industrial application.
Yeah, industrial application.
Yeah, got it.
And after May 5th, there will be a chance to move your company to a better place, or you can get an offer or something. Yeah.
After May 5th?
Yeah, all right. That's
May
today,
5th
right?
This year?
No, this year.
This year. Oh, shit.
Is that today?
Okay, John.
And, you seem to be like a very dry person, which
Yes.
means that
Fair.
you don't get
Yeah.
you don't get along with people that much. However, if you think that person is very useful to in your career, and you go talk with them, you make communication with them, that is your characteristics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So since 2022 to 2026. The upper half of 2020. It's a moisturized years.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can still have a chance until next upper half of next year.
Okay.
So you have to try to make your half. You have to try to meet your half.
Yeah.
Meet someone.
All right.
Ah, wait.
So I have
That's
until
this year?
halfway through 2026. So from right now until halfway through 2026.
Yeah, next year, before next year, May or June.
Okay.
Yeah, you still have a chance. So maybe try
Yeah.
or ask someone.
To help you.
Ask someone to help.
Perfect.
I've been trying.
All right.
I've been trying.
Yeah. All right.
Nice. I love that.
I love that too. It's good to know. I'm
That's
in
great.
a good season for it.
Yeah,
So.
he's not that much stressed a lot. However, he needs time after like 2 or 3 hours of meetings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he needs his soul time. Yeah, so that's how to make relationships with him. He's a very straightforward person, so like he just talks what he thinks. He doesn't like hide or lie or something. However, after a certain time, he has to have his own time to like recharge himself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that thing is
pretty spot on.
that thing is
Very
what-
dry.
Yeah, nailed that. I'm very
Yeah. Pretty much across the board.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
So this is a story about you.
Yeah. I love
Can I
it.
go?
Yeah. Man, I gotta go start meeting people.
Yeah, right? Hit the bars.
Should-
Quit my job, meet my wife.
You were born in '96.
October 15th,
October 15th.
1996.
All
Yes.
Do you know the time?
I think it was around 5 a.m.
All mornings.
Yeah.
Look at us.
That's 5:34.
So I'll call this a chart. This chart shows like you were born in the season of fall that is getting into winter. However, you have a talent or energy that is related with summer. Yes, that means everyone around you is like very dry. However, you have a mind that is related with summer, which means that you want to talk, communicate, and have time with each other. However, since I said that you have dry people around you, not many people are left beside you. Yeah, that's the problem of your chart. So don't make a lot of relationships. Don't be eager to make relationships with a lot of people. Just be yourself. If you like, I don't want to be with. Should I have to like take care of someone? And if you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. Yeah, that's a solution for your personal relationship. However, your talent is finding people that are very valuable in the future.
Yeah.
So like managing people.
Definitely have that talent.
That's your way. That's your talent.
I love people.
And this chart shows that you have to focus on making money. However, you always think of the personality is more important. That's a block to your process in this society. So be a little cold mind. Yeah, that's something you should need.
I like that. I think that's accurate.
I agree.
I definitely value people. I'm not like money motivated by that stuff. Like I'm relationship motivated. I care more about making sure people are happy around me than I care
but
my self-interest.
you have after the age of 43, your like attitude that is related with a relationship or like being more focusing on people that can make it certain process that can make a success. So like you should wait You have to wait until to use your talent.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can activate that then.
Yeah.
But now it's not the
Yeah.
time.
Now is not that good time.
Got it. I like. Thank you.
No new friends.
No.
No, not feeling like you are obligated to hang out with everyone.
Well, imagine that.
Quality over quantity.
And it's just a tip. Her economic stuff. It will be what do you call it? How do you call if she gets older and older, she won't spend that much money.
Oh, frugal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She can become her frugal state is an ongoing thing. Yeah. Which means that if you're spending $100 per 2 weeks, if you get older and older, that amount of money will get lesser.
Oh.
So you're like your dad.
Um,
And I am the opposite.
no space. Awesome.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, so like this is based on the seasonal stuff. So like I can speak it like this, like October, and then it's dry, and people are all gathering stuff. Those kind of reasons can be an interpretation to a certain person's life.
I have a question. If I'm born in the dry, why do I have the brain in the summer then?
That's you were born like that, and so I can't answer that question. I cannot make an answer to that question. Like you were born in 1996, October 15th.
So it's okay.
Yeah,
okay,
it's like it's just a fixed condition. You were born like that.
okay.
Yeah. So
Summer energy over here.
Yeah.
so then
Around dry people. I'm always around dry people.
Really is.
My brother, my friend.
Whoever is the grumpiest person in the
Sarcasm.
room, she'll be friends
Best
with.
friends.
so like don't be too much engaged or don't like stress yourself. Oh, I should be more polite. I should be more communicative. Those kind of mind can later be unhelpful to you.
I like that. Thank you.
That's an advice.
All right, well, I guess I gotta go.
Okay.
What time?
90년 November
November 17th,
17th.
5:34 a.m.
I can't wait to get to know you right now.
I know. I can't wait to get to know me.
Just awful. It's like a tarot card.
Oh, see, that's what everybody says when they look at it.
The worst is behind you. The best is behind you.
So Danny here.
Same reaction every time. Did you see when she opened it up? She goes, "Whoa!"
It's a lot of red.
So Danny here can he has a lot of talent in like making things, finding good items and managing people and making self-talent. That's what you have. That's the energy that you got. However, each and everything is not that your future choices should be related with managing people rather than items. That's more that makes you more that gives you more chance in your career. However, you
Do not focus on the people.
you started with the industrial field. However, since you're going on to you're moving on to spring and summer in a bigger part of the time movement. You are since from 27, your industrial career will be wrapped up, and then your human related in field is more expanding. So find some things that are related with managing people, communicating with people. However, since you have an industrial background, how about like some kind of human resource things, like matching some certain kind of people to a certain company? That can be a good career for you. Yeah, headhunting stuff. Yeah. And well, Danny here has he's a dry person too. However, he has this is a sun. So if there's a winter and the wind is blowing too much, it's very dry. However, if the sun is shedding its light to the ground, someday that ground will keep on melting. So he keep on melting to make a relationship. He's trying a lot to make himself and make good things, make good relationships, but that's an ongoing project until he dies. So you have to wait.
And just out of curiosity, how long?
However,
His fortunes are always.
I'm trying really hard
yeah.
to be nice.
Well, as I see, after 37.
Ooh,
After 37.
Okay,
That's not bad.
very
I'm already 35.
I like that.
Yeah.
34.
Yeah, he's not that. It's not that long. It's not. However, he's really trying.
Awesome.
I wish it wasn't true.
No, and I feel like the resourcing and the people too is like you always focus on the startups and the entrepreneurial side and the money and the finance side, and then the people thing kind of it comes as an afterthought.
Yep.
But you've been switching that recently, or trying
I
to.
need to do better. People are replaceable.
And rather than working as a team, I recommend working at or having your own or group or own company. That makes more kind of, and always throwing yourself to a hard will make promo in your that's
Found that.
I'm sorry to say this, you have a background that is very hard to you. You have to you have to overcome those kind of conditions and backgrounds. However, if you if you don't, you still have the talent to overcome those kind of conditions. So that can't be a block, or that can't be a obstacle to you.
That's good.
That's positive-ish.
And I think every people have good stuffs and bad stuffs in these in their own charts. So good part
Very
is
polite.
no. The good part is like you have a talent. However, the bad part is like you have hard times in your environment. You're given hard times in your environment. That's a part that you should overcome. And you still have a talent, so don't just let the chance go. Yeah, show yourself and make your talent. Show everybody how you're talented, what you are expert in. And that's the thing you should do.
That's great. Definitely trying hard.
Cool. Wow. I
You
love
nailed that.
That's pretty much
Yeah.
across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's accurate. Wow.
So like these kind of interpretations, they are based on seasonal stuff. So I always say this, there are some ways that are related with the stars and other things in Oriental part. However, I don't use those kind of theory because I can't just accept that. It's not that much reason.
It's not rude.
Yeah. However, seasons like winter, it's dry. Summer, it's very moisturized. Those kind of backgrounds can make reasonable things to interpretate, and people can just accept. You were born in summer. If you just stay still, everybody comes to you, talks to you. You have a lot of chance to communicate. However, that person can suffer hardness. Everybody is finding me. Everybody is talking to me. I want to get a rest, but that person can't get a rest. That's the bad side of a certain condition. However, the bright side of the condition can have more chance to get engaged with people. So I always try to see the good and bad side of a certain condition or certain concept things.
I think everyone has unique talents too, and that's just like part of it. But that was super special.
Yeah, that was cool.
I wish we could repay the favor
I
for
know.
you.
I'll read you your. I'll tell you what to do. Your guidance.
We can.
Now I have a good pickup line at least. Be like, I'm really dry, but I've got until next summer to meet someone.
From now,
What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
Cool. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, that was cool.
This
Thank
is
you.
what I do. This is what I teach. This is what I do. This is what I use to consult.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, need to get your Instagram or your YouTube
Yeah.
channel. And
Yeah.
every year just check in and be like, what am I doing this year? Where should I focus the energy?
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. It was
Good.
interesting.
It's like scary, real, accurate.
Very
Need to hear about Danny's past trauma.
Everybody tells me that. Something about when I was born was really unique or something.
Well, Well, since he never gives up his hope, that's a good part of himself. So even though there's a hard times, he just like, oh, I can overcome this in someday. I can get rid of this in someday, and that's his mind. So he's very positive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Resilient, yeah.
Definitely resilient.
Yeah.
That's what this chart says. So like
Startups are meant.
past trauma stuff, I don't believe in that. Like he can just overcome everything.
Love that.
Cool. Yeah, something is weird though, because if you look at a zodiac, it's like Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. It's like all four of my. It's like
Planets.
on a chart. It's like
You are
perfectly
all
aligned.
Scorpio.
Really? Yeah, it's really weird. Something about that.
I definitely let people in too much.
Skye's like, oh god.
They used to make fun of me because I would invite everyone to play volleyball with us. Like, everyone, like stop inviting everyone.
But like not even friends, just like everyone.
Like if someone is crossing, oh come on.
Yeah, literally.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then there's a fight that broke out. Stop doing that. So.
Yeah.
Oh. Actually, that's a talent. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't do that.
That's a stranger.
Yeah, they're like, don't look at me, don't talk to me.
Yeah. Please don't talk.
Skye
to
does
me.
not know a stranger.
I don't know what a stranger is.
Really? Oh. See, like summer mind.
Yep. Seriously.
Summer mind.
So you
That's
don't
cool.
have to be born in the summer to be summer-minded. I'm
Yeah.
sure you realize. Oh, okay.
However, like, don't be too much in career. In the limited area as a career, don't be too much caring to people. However, like in the part of your friends, your families, and care for them. However, well, this chart shows seasonal background is your career background. So like, don't be too much caring for people in your job.
I'm definitely that too. I'm like too much of I'm a loyalist. I feel like, yeah.
You come to the conclusion.
Yeah, hopefully. And then you have the clock's ticking. Get out of
Sick,
here.
and I only have a year. Be alone forever.
He just starts running down the road.
Sorry, what did you say? I got until July next year? Shit.
9 months left.
You need a new career and you have to go
Yeah,
find
quit
someone.
my job, meet my wife.
You've got a lot. You've got a lot to do.
Yeah, it's stressful.
Wow.
Well, this is awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Really? Oh. It's like, oh, how will they think of me?
Oh, no, that's cool.
That was
I
so
love it.
special. Yeah, we would not been able to have this for sure. Thank you. I like
I'm
it.
very glad.
All right, now we can
Good
talk
one.
about it, but we should go talk about it on the streets of Seoul. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Alright.
So-
Cool. All right.
So then we'll stop recording. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.